everyone and welcome back to the channel. So Rachel here and I hope you're all doing well. So listen to this. I came across these really interesting clips from Outcast, a TikToker, and with everything that's been said lately about the women who allegedly travel to space, I just had to pause for a second. When I saw these clips, I was like, now that is interesting. It instantly made me think, wait a minute, didn't Katy Perry, Gayle King, and some of the other ladies claim to have gone to space? The whole thing made me side-eyeing from the start, and now seeing this, I knew I had to bring this to my community. That is you. Please make sure you share this video. Please. I couldn't keep this to myself. Now, if you've been following me for a while on my other channel, I did a video over there where I talked about this supposedly trip to space, and the comment section was wild. So many people were asking me this question: do you really believe they went to space? And some were even saying, if you believe that, you must be stupid. And I get it now. But the thing is, how am I supposed to believe something like that? Especially after learning about the firmament. Once you know what's really up, it's hard to unsee these clips. But for some reason, we're expected to smile, nod, and act like their space videos are 100% real. No questions asked. Anyway, I want you guys to watch these clips for yourselves. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I'll be right back at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents. Please make sure you share this video, please.
My guy. Now y'all know exactly why this man was drowning. Cause them people ain't in space. I'ma tell y'all exactly where NASA is shooting those fake space videos at. See, what y'all don't understand is NASA has multiple contracts with virtual reality companies. NASA uses virtual reality contact lenses to interact with objects on the ISS that are literally computer animated in reality. And then the fake objects are added to the video's lives using green screen. And one of these teams they work with is a team from the University of Washington that has created a contact lens assembled with functional circuitry and LEDs. And the potential uses includes virtual display for pilots, video games, projection, and telescopic visions for soldiers. And now their next step are to build a version that can display several pixels. See, NASA can't go to space. They can't go to the moon. That's a light source. It's not even an object. We live underneath the firmament. What y'all don't know is people discovered the Antarctica Circle ice wall long ago. They even had it on the stamps, which is the end of the firmament. And NASA and them know that. That's why they keep sending rockets to nuke the firmament. Everything about NASA is a fraud. They're literally making videos in water. Why you think the same way they move in space, like you move that same way underwater? That same exact motion. And they telling y'all that's where they practice. That's where they do their space struts at. To practice floating in space. It's in water. You want to know why? Because that's where they make their videos too. Y'all can't tell me that y'all actually looking at these pictures right here and thinking they real. This is where they shooting their videos at. They practice in the water because that's where they make their videos at. And dude helmet thing wasn't on right. So the water started going through the dude helmet and he almost drowned. NASA started in the ocean. So don't forget, NASA started exploring the ocean, water, way before they started exploring space. And these people ain't in space. They still in the water. They just got y'all thinking they in space, knowing they can't get outside the firmament. This supposed to be an actual picture. Y'all can't tell me this don't look like animated CGI. Y'all can't tell me that y'all this brainwashed to believe this. Look at this. This is a video game picture. And then they telling y'all satellites is in space. Man, everybody know that data coming from the cables in the water? Come on. So I see some people in my comments saying, why would y'all listen to anything she gotta say? She believes that the earth is flat, blah, blah, blah. I'm about to tell y'all why I believe the earth is flat. And I'm not forcing anybody to believe that the earth is flat, but I'm about to tell you for my reason why I believe the earth is flat. First off, God told Isaiah the difference between a ball and a circle when describing the earth. Yah said he created the earth as a circle and stretched it out. And after that, he put a tent over it to keep us from going outside of the firmament, as he sits on top of it using it as a footstool. This is how he describes the earth. He also said he set the earth on its foundation so it cannot move. A foundation is a flat surface. He says the earth should never be moved, but scientists says that it's moving 1,040 miles per hour. He also talks about the four corners of the earth. A ball does not have corners, but a flat surface do. He created a firmament over the earth, creating anybody from going in or out, which also proves it is fake. He also talks about the four corners of the earth. A ball does not have corners, but a flat surface do. As I said, God told Isaiah the difference between a ball and a circle when describing the earth. If y'all don't know, the Hebrew Bible was the first Bible. The word circle can be described as a compass. The word corner can be described as quarter. He says he sets the earth as a compass. This is what he means when he states the corners of the flat earth. He also said he set the earth on its foundation so it cannot move. A foundation is a flat surface. He says the earth should never be moved, but scientists says that it's moving 1,040 miles per hour. There was a time that Yah told the sun to stay still and the moon stayed also, meaning it had to be moving for him to tell them to stay still. God also says he would deal with those who added and took away from his word. There was a verse in the Bible that proved that the earth was flat by saying it was flat. But the New International and King James Version has added and took away from God's actual word. And for those who mock and laugh at my videos and duet, remember they mocked and laughed at Noah too when he built that ark. My guy. You know what? See, I like that you brought this up because they really be showing the truth in these movies and these different shows. Alright, so you asked if space is water. Yes, it is. Literally. So y'all see how in SpongeBob, how they underwater? But you know Sandy, she ain't supposed to be living in the water. She's supposed to be living on dry land. But as you can see, she's in water, but she's living in a dome. And when she goes out into the water, she's wearing a spacesuit. So let's talk about it. As everybody knows, NASA started off in the ocean and supposedly stopped exploring it. But see, what y'all don't know is actually they never left the water. They practice in the water. They shoot their fake space videos in the water. So as y'all know, astronauts practice their space struts in the water. They be like this. But actually, they practicing for their videos that they finna shoot in the water to pretend to be in space. See, because we don't live on no globe earth. We live underneath a firmament. The same firmament that God speak about in the Bible. That same firmament that Sandy in on SpongeBob. See, God said when he made the firmament, he divided the waters which were underneath the firmament and the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. He said when he made the firmament, he spreaded it out like a molten looking glass. And he set the earth on its foundations so that it should never be moved. So God told us that the earth isn't moving at all. But scientists saying that we move in thousands of miles per hour. How is that so? See, because God said in Romans 3 and 4, let him be the truth and every man a liar. So just like Sandy and SpongeBob, how she's underneath a dome, like a snow globe dome, underwater, that's literally us. Stop letting these people lie to y'all. NASA is fake as hell. Shoot, the founder of NASA is best friends with Disney. They a whole movie production team. And what's the most favorite thing that Disney loved to show? That little dome shape. Before they start any shows, that's the first thing they show. Just like old dude, remember he went into the ocean? And when he went down there, there was a lake of water in the ocean. There was literally a lake in the ocean. Remember God said he put the waters above the firmament and underneath us? And as soon as that man found that body of water in water and came out showing that, he was killed. Y'all really think this man discovered this, showed the world, got in his plane and just died? No, that was a setup. They will do anything they can to stop people from spreading the truth, to believe they lies. See, because how come in the 1920s we ain't never seen the earth, but they came up with the same globe image that they are showing to us today? How? We never even seen the earth and it's the same exact picture as the one that y'all are showing us today? The same fake CGI animated pictures of y'all in the water. That's why that astronaut man drowned. How you drown in space? That's because they shooting their videos in water to make that little jumping effect that they be doing. And then they just using green screen to pretend that they are somewhere that they are not. This is literally the biggest frauds. Spending billions of dollars to manipulate us, to hide the truth. And I know people be thinking, why do astronauts have a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood? That's because they the biggest actors there is. Sitting here fooling the whole world. So you asked me, is space water? And I'm letting you know right now, space is 100% water.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Those are the clips, y'all. Now, I didn't mention them by their name if you watched my intro video, and I've managed to mute every of them answers from this entire video. I hope you understand. With that being said, you already know who I'm talking about. With that being said, I like to keep it clean. I don't want any problems with YouTube. But let's just say some folks have a whole lot to answer. Okay? But here's the thing. This sister in this video came with receipts, like heavy duty, documented, lined up upon line receipts, kind of receipts. I don't even know how she pulls that kind of information, how she manages to gather such information. I sit back and watch her videos like, how? Wow. I'm kind of jealous. The connections, her research, the way she explains it so clearly, like, wow. I wish I was her. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. In the best way though. Her name is Outcast on TikTok. If you haven't come across her content yet, please do yourself a favor and look her up. I don't know what corner of the internet she came from, but I needed her. The world needs to hear her types of video. And I'm so glad that I brought this video out for you guys, okay? Because what she's really bringing out to light, it's kind of that stuff that makes you sit back and question everything that you thought you knew. And let me be real for a second. The whole idea of space, the moon, the earth being round, none of that ever made sense to me, even as a kid. Like, for real. Ever since I was little, something about it just didn't add up. I remember being in a secondary school class, like after grade 10th or something like that, and I asked my teacher, if the earth is round, like if the earth was really round, why don't we fall? And there was something about her, the way she answered me, some long confusing explanation about gravity, mass, and how it all pulls up together, the center, but it never sat right with me. I never believed her. It felt like they were just repeating something they memorized from a textbook, to confuse everyone. It's like everyone is programmed to lie about that, okay? Because they didn't even look like they understood what they were telling me. Fast forward to today, and guess what? TikTok taught me everything I needed to know, more than school. I know people like to clown TikTok and say it's just a dancing and drama app, but for real, the kind of content I've found there are life-changing. It opened my eyes. It helped me, connect the dots in ways school never did, like I mentioned. And Outcast, her videos are not only well researched, but they're biblical. She puts scriptures into the conversation in a way that makes it all make sense, like click. You cannot make this up. Everything she knows, she supports it scripturally and logically. And when I tell you it makes sense, like deep down soul level kind of sense, okay? But you know what, for the sake of peace, let's just keep pretending like let's pretend like we don't know. Let's pretend like the earth is round. Let's pretend like space is out there. Okay, space is out there. Let's pretend it's real, and our astronauts are floating around with green, no, we are pretending like it's real. Okay, yeah, there's no green screen at all. Let's just pretend people have actually been to the moon and come back just fine, with no issues, no radiation, and somehow no detailed footage of how it all, happened step by step. Yep, for the sake of not rocking the boat, we just keep smiling and nodding. But I have a question though, and I really want you to sit this one, okay? To sit with this one, okay? How do these people carry a secret like that all the way to their graves? Like, if you really went to space, really, how do you not say anything, even on your deathbed? No hints, no oops, I slept. Told that I want to confess about something. Nothing. They carry that secret to their graves. It's giving actors, like it's giving, don't ask too many questions, but hey, maybe that's just me. I was just wondering, like, how can anybody carry such a big secret to the grave? Anyway, I really want to know your thoughts on this. What do you think? Do you believe the space stories? Do you think the moon landing was real? Or are you like me, just quietly side-eyeing everything while the rest of the world plays along? Let me know what you think about this video down below in the comment sections. I mean, I love reading your perspective, and yeah, always come through with points I haven't even considered yet. Let's keep having this conversation in the comment section down below. And most importantly, thank you so much for watching this video, spending time with me. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, so that next time I upload a video, you will be notified. I've got more content like this, and I'm bringing that same energy, same question, and to keep you curious every time. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay peaceful.